Okay, so for this problem, you already know how to convert. We learned that last week. Remember, we changed this to a log by saying the base of the log is going to be a 2, and then the answer becomes part of the log problem, and then the exponent becomes the answer to the log problem. So that's the conversion. The base stays the base, and the other two kind of switch places around the equal sign. So what do I mean by evaluate? Okay, that's the this conversion process right here has us set up to where now we can use a calculator. Now remember that Desmos, it is a graphing calculator, but it's also just a regular calculator. So if you go to any screen right here, you'll probably need your keyboard. You can type in, let's see, there's a couple of ways to do this. On this one, if you'll hit the function button and go to miscellaneous, there we go. Now we do need to talk about this regular log and this log with the subscript a. That's the one we want right here because we have a base of 2 and we're typing in log base 2 of 10 and whoops. And the Desmos calculator gives me a decimal value of 3.3. So we've evaluated that. So what you're going to write down over here is you'll probably need a rounding rule, maybe 2 decimal places. X is equal, what did I say it was? 3.3? Yeah, 3.3. So that's how you use the calculator to evaluate. Now, while we're here, let's talk about that other log. If it just has log, okay, we go over here to miscellaneous, you just have log. That's what we call the common log, and that has a base, but it's an understood base 10. So let me show you. So the common log, that reads log base 10 of 2. Okay, and if I go back now and do that same thing right here, but this time I put 10 right there. See, I get the exact same answer. So the most of your calculators, if you have like a little handheld calculator, not a fancy graphing calculator, but a little handheld calculator, most of the problems, most of the buttons on the calculator are this common log. It's log with the base 10, and since we don't put the base 10, it's an understood base 10, okay? There's nothing wrong with putting the 10 if you know that it's there, but that just goes back to our calculators now being fancy and us being able to write the bases in there. Used to, what we had to do in order to evaluate a log, we'd have to change everything to a base 10 because our calculators only had base 10 logs on it. It didn't have base 2. It's a pretty easy division problem is all it is, but with our calculators getting smarter, we can now evaluate logs of different bases. So if you see a log without a base and you can't understand how to get the base, or there is no way to get the base, then you have to understand that's a base 10.